Hi there and welcome back to Trifica, and we have circuit boards for our LED based neon blinky project. About a week and a half sooner than I'd expected. So have I ordered the components to build on the circuit boards? No, I haven't. And it's proving quite a slow process. I remember once I'm back into it, you think just order some parts. No, cross-checking and making sure they're in stock, etc, etc. So in the meantime, this is the light out of our little utility room, or was, because she don't work anymore. Okay, off and on. That's it. And that should be completely blinding the camera out at that, if I'm pointing straight at the camera. So, she's dead. So, shall we tear it apart and see how it's supposed to work and what's failed on it, and well, if we can repair it, we'll repair it, but I don't think that will be happening somehow. So, it's glued together, I believe. Update 2021-06, so it's 5 years old, 4.5 years old. I suppose it's done its job. Yeah, it looks to be glued together. Okay, I had a quick poke on here off camera and yup. I think we're just going to bust it apart. We can get it working, we'll repurpose it in a different way. Whoops, and knocked the camera over, and there we go. There's really nothing in there at all, but that's how it comes apart. It's just glued in with some cheap glue. I've knocked the camera. Right, same this side. Don't think we need that sticker anymore. Okay. There we go. Yuck. Full of gunge. Okay, let's see if we can get the actual lighting LED strip of LEDs, which is not the easiest thing to film this. You can see it along there. Hopefully it's just glued in at the ends. It's glued in all the way down. We probably won't be able to get it out in one piece. Yeah. Oh, it goes in a slot. No, so we're going to have to get the other end out and hopefully slide it through. Okay, there we go. That's the clear plastic thing. I think that is going. So, I arranged to rip one of the wires off. Unfortunately. So now we're going to try and get the electronics out of here. I'm going to try and disconnect the mains lead, this cable gland, and get that off, and then try and push it through that way. Like that. Looks like it ought to come out. Shall we just grab it and yank it? Yep, that's coming. So there we go. Just a little switched mode supply, and a board with some LEDs on. Okay, never been one to pass up the opportunity of connecting myself to the mains. Here we are, it's set up on the bench and plugged in over there. So let's see what comes out of this thing. That is LED plus and minus, so this is DC appearing here, and I bust the wire off, pull the wire off, getting the board out, and it's an aluminium backed board, so it was a bit of a, whoops, a bit of a pig to connect a wire back on, because it just heat sinked the heat away from the soldering iron. However, I've done it, so let us, where's it powered up? Okay, these LEDs here are on faintly, you might not even see them. So we are going to measure the voltage here. Right, so there's two plus at the top, minus at the bottom. Let's have a see what's here. "99 volts, that's plenty." And there's a test minus, I don't know what's supposed to appear there. Most of the voltage. So I am guessing the power supply is alright and it's the LED board that's at fault. Which is a shame, because I could probably reuse the LED board for something, but broken switch mode power supplies, nah, not interested in fixing. So I'm going to try and trace the circuit out on the LED board, and let's have a see if we could see what's failed on it. Okay, so I've drawn this circuit out quickly. So the way it's set up, there are 11 LEDs here which go around, and then to those LEDs back onto a wire that goes to that test minus point, and similarly 11 LEDs here and going around, and 11 more there, 11 more there, and 11 more there, and a bit different at the end because of the circuit. It's 9 down and 13. Anyway, it's like 4 banks of 22 LEDs, and I haven't looked into the driver circuit yet, but that just goes to there. So what I plan to do is go down and see if these LEDs are doing what they ought to do. Okay, so power supply set to 5 volts and 110 milliamps current. There's a resistor there just to stop the output capacitor of the power supply blowing the diodes up. Ask me how I know that happens. So we just go like that, and like that, and like that, and like that, etc. Which bleaches the camera out and is not very exciting. And I will whiz down all 80 diodes, 88 diodes I think, and just bring you back if there's anything worth talking about. Okay, put little red spots by the ones that obviously don't work, and all my poking about, and this bank has sort of come back. So if we look at one of these working LEDs, we get 2.6 odd volts, and we look at the dodgy one. We get 43 volts. That one only has 2.4, so maybe that one has 44. So it's got a number of blown LEDs on there. Probably, although it's an aluminium back board, they're probably not getting enough heat out, and they're probably, to try and keep the cost down, by the LEDs and run them at absolute maximum power they can get away with, so they just don't last incredibly long. So just as a kind of a last little bit, I'll see if I can find, yeah, you can. I can see if I can find any numbers on those two chips and see what it's using for drivers. Okay, that's with the video camera zoomed in as far as it'll go, and we can just about read that as being EG4102CT. And if we Google that, yeah, don't think I'm going to be reading too much of that. Oh well. And I can tell you, translate page doesn't seem to do any good either. So yeah, fair enough. It's a driver chip and there's two of them. Okay, well there it is. You buy a light without a removable bulb or equivalent, and the thing goes, and you've got to screw up another one, which turned out to be a couple of hours work, but with one thing and another. And of course, yes, I did, but not exactly the same, but I bought another cheap sealed in unit. And they make these, it's got a aluminium backed PCB to try and get rid of some of the heat, but I guess you need to attach it to another piece of metal to really get the heat out, and they drive the LEDs absolutely flat out so they don't last. And there you go, it blows up. And it's 2021, so it's 5 years old. Well, there you go. I've had a bit of fun tearing it apart. Hope you've had a bit of fun looking into it. And we'll be back on LED based blinky neon blinkies fairly shortly. So until then, it's goodbye from Triplicate. Goodbye.